been thinking about the idea art, just in general, like what art is for. Why do we create art? Is it a necessity in this world? Because some people don't understand it. I mean, people that do understand it obviously understand why we need it, but some people don't understand it. And they're like, what's the point? What's the point of art? And I just wanted to share some thoughts on that topic because I feel like it's different for everyone, probably. But for me, art was a sanctuary. Growing up in feeling tumultuous feeling and in a tumultuous world, in circumstances that felt uneasy or traumatic, where I did experience trauma and where there was a feeling of being unsafe, a feeling of aloneness. And it was like my friend. Art was a friend. Whether it's good art or bad art, it was a place for me to be myself and to escape, in a sense. And I recently saw this on a video, a comment section video, where people were talking about comedians and artists and how a lot of them are traumatized people and they have like issues and depression. And, I do see that. I see sort of the truth in that, in a sense, where we, we need a place, an outlet for these emotions, like for our trauma or for our sadness or our rage, and to transmute it. It's really a transmutation process, an alchemy of these emotions and these states into something potentially beautiful or potentially scary too, or intense. I have some intense art pieces from this alchemy process where that's your outlet. That's your only place that you can safely express sometimes these emotions, trauma or fear or anger, sadness, happiness, joy too. But that to me is the point of art. It's to have this outlet to express the unseen, the unspoken sometimes. And for some of us, that's like our language that we speak. It's the language we speak better than words. I sometimes struggle with my words, and I have my Mercury in Pisces, so I'm an astrologer. So a lot of things that I talk about or think about have to do with these archetypes, and you can believe in astrology or not believe in astrology, that's fine. But I see the truth in it. I see the archetypes playing out in our life, and I sometimes struggle with my words sometimes. I struggle to express things in words. And so pictures or color or a feeling I can express in creative things, I'm creating at the time. And so that's the point of art. Art isn't a futile thing that's worthless and pointless and what's the point of creating art? Art is also what makes life worth living. At least I feel this way. Art, music, creativity, expression. This is what makes life worth living. Without that, there's nothing. It's just a bunch of, heaviness, in my opinion, because art is the unseen. Art is the magic. It's the magical world. It's the world of imagination. It's the unseen realm. And that's what we tap into as artists, the unseen realm. And it's absolutely essential in our society, in our life as humans, I feel, because if without that, there's nothing. And not only that, but everything in our world has been created through the imagination. Check out my other video I made, The Power of Art and Does Art Manifest Reality? This is what I mean by, everything has been created through the imagination, through consciousness. And so, yes, art is essential to this world. Absolutely. And so it's not futile. But that before at times when I felt down about art and doing art, or felt not motivated or not inspired. And I thought what's the point anyway? If I can't make a living doing this, or this isn't my livelihood, or nobody sees it, or nobody cares, or nobody gets it. These things that we can think that sabotage us from creating, those are the thought that come up when we think it's futile. You know, what's the point? Because art isn't for any of those reasons, really, ultimately. I mean, yeah, sometimes that seems nice, you know, like, oh, I can make a living from my art. I can like be successful in the world. But really the truth of it is, it's when I'm the happiest. When I'm creating, I'm the happiest. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. When I'm doing it in the process, it's when I'm at my most joyful place, because it's also a meditation. It's a surrender into the moment. It's a birthing every second, every time you overcome yourself in a creative process. That's why like the 5th house in astrology is the house of creativity and the house of children. That's why it's both things, because, and I have my sun and Jupiter there, my ascendant ruler, if you know about astrology. And that's why it's the house of both things, creativity and children, because it's a birthing process. When you create something, you go through these trials and tribulations, and when you go through the gestational period of creating something, the creation is growing, and then it becomes this thing that you birthed into the world, a creation you birthed. So that's why it's the house of both things. And so I find that like really interesting about that house, and about the whole process of creativity in general, and why it's so alluring too. Like art has such an allure. That process of being in a creative state is so alluring, because it's like this metamorphosis, transcendent state where you are in the flow of creation, thinking too, but like a lot of it is about just being in a flow state of creativity. So that's why it's such a powerful thing. That's why people get lost in it, and that's why people transmute trauma through it and transmute pain through it and all of these things, because it's such a powerful process of alchemy. And that's why it's essential. It's essential in our world. And, you know, to just say like, oh, that's, you know, people just escape, you know, they want to escape through art or whatever. It's such a healthy way to escape. It's such a healthy way to transmute your problems or transmute pain, or, you know, it's such a healthy thing to do, I feel. And we should be doing it more. We shouldn't be not doing it. We should be doing it more. The world should be doing it more. We should be in those states. It's literally, to me, meditative. It's a place of peace. It's a place of alchemy. So I just wanted to share this today. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.